Hello everybody, this is Charles and I am back with another toy review, this time for the Hachette Mazinger Z Volume 63. Alright, so this is Volume 63 and in this issue we'll be assembling more parts for the right ankle. Okay, so mainly we have all these parts over here. Alright, and then for the magazine. Okay, this is the magazine for Volume 63. Okay, over here we have the assembly guide over here as well. And we have mechanical valve focusing on Aphrodite A, okay, over here. And then we have episode 62 with the mechanical beast, and here we see a very interesting view of Boss Borot in the Jet Scrambler, something which I don't recall seeing in the anime, okay, or even in the Super Robot Wars game, okay. And over here we have some character file of the scientist in the lab. And next issue we're gonna get the right foot, the top part of the right foot, so this will allow us to form 2 feet together. Okay, so prior to the review I actually assembled this piece for the left bottom part because it's actually getting quite difficult to assemble, and there was actually an issue with the assembly which I'll go through slightly right now. Focus a little bit and explain what issue I went through. So for this part, okay, let me just move this part over a little bit more first. Okay, so for this part, right, I believe during the production phase, right, they have actually drilled the hole with a smaller diameter. So that is a problem because for this time they actually gave this screw, okay, they gave this screw which of a larger diameter. So I tried to fit this screw into this part, both sides, okay, it doesn't fit in. You can probably just screw it a little bit, okay, but it doesn't go all the way through. So this is a problem because you need this ankle part, okay, you need this ankle part to be firm. Okay, so that it doesn't wobble around too much. Okay, so fortunately in the past issues, right, we have a lot of spare screws. So I managed to find a screw which is of a thinner or rather a shorter diameter. They can fit in nicely to the screw holes that's been drilled for this part. Okay, this part over here, which is this part. Okay, so if you see right here on camera, right, you'll see that the correct screw actually has a shorter screw thread protruding up here compared to this other screw that's a longer screw thread. But fortunately, right, it doesn't hinder the movement at all, so it's okay to have this part. So it's actually very important that you actually keep the spare screws for the past issues that you have. I'm not sure what or how many people have this issue with their Mazinger Z. I did watch Voltafa's review and I think for him, he has a similar issue with his part. So I think for him, one side is okay, but the other side he just couldn't screw this in. So I'm not sure whether he will consider using this screw thread. Maybe I'll drop him a note or comment in his video to tell him to use the smaller screw thread to fit this part. Because this part, right, is actually very important so that this part is not wobbly. Okay, this part is not wobbly. Okay, so after you form this part, you actually fit this part in, making sure it's not wobbly as well. But make sure when you tighten these 2 parts together, right, don't over tighten the screws because these 2 parts are made of plastic. So if you over tighten them, right, it's very high chance that you're gonna crack or break this part of the plastic. It's gonna be very it's gonna be painful, really painful. Especially now, it's actually very hard to get this item. So right now, I'm just gonna push this item further back so I can get him back into the camera over here. So here we are at 63% of the item which is done. Very much looking forward to next week getting volume 64 so that I can actually complete the right foot as well, the whole figure standing. So this is where we are at 64%. 63% is really exciting. Finally this robot is going to stand alone itself, but it hasn't been easy as well to assemble this piece. And as you matter with this piece, right now based on my experience, right, certain parts of the screws might get loose, so you really have to make sure that you tighten the screws and the joints before you actually put everything together, because if you have to move, for example, move the thigh or even the knees too much, right, chances are that the parts inside are going to get a bit loose. So you see over here, because I moved the knees, I do see that I think there are some parts loosened inside, and then it's actually quite difficult to actually open this up and actually tighten the parts because it's just too complicated and there's too many assembly to be done. Alright, so here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time.